friends, Allison here with AJ's Inspired Life. Today I'm going to try a process video with you guys, and I'm going to try and turn on the camera and do my journaling and then see if I can do a voiceover. So if this works, this will be a voiceover. and so I'm just going to play in my journal. I'm not going to talk to you guys while I do it. I'm just working on a couple days pages, and I just thought I'd turn on the camera and see what happens. All right, here we go. Okay, so I have you guys here through the video, and I don't know, I always just enjoy watching everyone else's process videos, and so I thought I would go ahead and try one. So I have it speeded up to the fastest amount it can be, so it's not too incredibly boring. So we'll just see how this turns out. So I'm going to work on a couple pages. I'm flipping back and forth. You can see I've prepped a couple. So like that page says Thursday. I had showed you just a second ago that I have like a little envelope that I made of numbers. So I'm kind of looking for numbers. So you can see I've pulled out an American Crafts book now, and I really like those books, and some of them have a few things that I really like, and this one has those giant numbers, which I've just decided to use on this. So I tend to use a few different things for numbers, including printables from Patreons and whatnot, but that one came from that sticker book. So these squares are from Mantra Wellness Magazine. If you watched a video or two before this, I did a like gutting of that magazine, and that was like a 30-day little, I don't know, affirmations or something. And so it has all these little blocks with, it says day 7, day 9, you know, whatever. I'm showing you my Dollar Tree liquid glue because I only use the best in my journal. I use any sort of glue. I use everything. I don't have the unicorn glitter glue yet, and the reason I don't is because I have so many other glues on my desk, and I just promised myself I was going to wait until I use them up. I do have a few other good liquid glues, and but I do think I'm supposed to go in May to another craft show, and I know they sell it there, and I was gonna get it last year, and I told myself to wait a year, and I might get it this year. It's on my possible list. So I'm just playing with some stuff, just trying to figure out kind of how I want things placed. I have that little baggie of punches. That's what I'm pulling those from. My previous video before this was, you know, punching things out, and so I put them in little baggies so they're kind of organized. I've gone ahead and pulled some stickers that I think I want to use for this day. The day I recorded this or filmed it actually was a Friday, that Friday. And so I had found those little stickers in my stash. It said cakes and coffee. And then there's that little sloth off to the side that said lazy morning. So I'm going to kind of, I think, flip back and forth and figure out what I want. Just kind of going through some options here. I didn't get any time to create in Thursday for sure. I didn't finish Wednesday. And so a lot of times I'll come in and put things in my book, or again, like, you know, in my purse or whatnot on the table, and save them for that day. And so they're kind of in the page already, if you will. So I know Thursday I had put that giant list down the side. That is a Happy Planner list. And the top thing that says Thursday is from Love Lynn's Life. I'm one of her Patreons. I'll link her below. That copies in color. I just ran a black and white copy also. And so if you sign up to be her Patreon, like, you get access to all the printables from all the months. And so I just obviously printed some out. I printed some in color and some in black and white. I found a sticker that I'm just saving, so I'm cutting it out and putting it in a pile off to the side. I'm looking for something, I can't remember. Oh, I think I'm looking for like a title that says to do, because I have that long list. And as I'm going through here, I'm seeing like there's these donuts, and this morning or Friday morning when I filmed the video, my daughter, I took her to her babysitting job, and we got the kids donuts. And so it's just so weird. Like, we don't ever eat donuts. And then they were like the exact kind, like that plain donut with the chocolate on top. And anyway, so sometimes going through the sticker books, like, just creates kind of, I don't know, inspiration, if you will. I wasn't like looking for donut stickers, obviously, but as I'm going through there looking for this other thing, I saw them. So I have plenty of those sticker books. I know some of us have more than we need, of course. And so um, sometimes I just go through them and those and pull, stickers that I know will apply to the week. And sometimes it's hard too because I think I forget what's in what book. And I know some of you pull those books apart. I can't wrap my head around that. Like, some of you separate them into like function and decoration. And this is a little, I don't remember where it's from. If I can find it, I'll link it. I ordered them and it's like all these canceled, oops, not today, whatever. I've, of course, used all the cancels, but I pulled, I think, like a nope. And I'm going to print out a picture. And then I realize I'm not going to print out a picture because I'm recording on my phone. And so I'm going to make myself a sticky note that says, like, insert picture there, to remind myself, because I had an event that night that I had tickets to that I'm so sad that I couldn't go to. So here's another sticker book. I'm showing you those. Those are the Recollections ones that they have now. I got a smoking deal on them. I think I showed you those a little while back. And I'm still looking for a silly sticker, I'm pretty sure, that just says to do. Like, and I think they're in every single book. And of course, I can't find one that I want. And so I'm just kind of using this time to look. And you can see I've cut that book apart a little bit also. Excuse me, having a sip of coffee. So how do you guys organize all your stickers? I know some of you put them in packs. I just have all my sticker books kind of lined up to the side in one of those carts. This is another Happy Planner book. And I'm just kind of flipping through. I'll pull, I think it says Get It Done. And then I found a little, I think like an exercise and a wake up early for that day. And so I'm going to pull both of those and use those. And that's how I keep some of the stickers. I just stick them on the side of my book. I stick them on something plastic sometimes too, like a plastic ruler or something, if I know I'm going to use them and manipulate them a little bit for the day. So I can tell you when I filmed this, it was like 45 minutes and I didn't finish the pages and my husband called, and so it gets cut off a little bit at the end. I will see if I can insert a clip of the finished pages or page. I think I finished one. So it really is just a process for me. I mean, I have my videos going and it's just relaxing. And so it's not, some pages are very, very quick and other pages, it's just more of creating and like I said, processing. So I think, it's not always, I don't know, sometimes I watch videos and I'm like, oh my gosh, it took so long to create one page. And I have to realize, like, not every page takes that long and you could spend as much or little time on these as you want. Certainly there's a lot of time looking for stickers and whatnot that I didn't have to do. You guys can see my favorite punch everywhere on this shot. I have some actually glued onto my page on the right. I have some off to the left and the top of my desk as well. I had just made a huge pile of punches when I made that last video, and after I turned off the camera, I just kept punching and punching and punching, and I haven't put them all away and in files. I was trying to get some of them into the pages. So here I'm just using my markers. I have 2 sets of those zig markers, if you will, and there's my head. Sorry, I've never done this before, you guys, and so I do realize my head pops into this video a little bit, so I will make note of that for next time, but I didn't want to delete the whole thing. So I'm just noting my workout or workouts for the day. I did a live workout with my gym, which was pretty cool. I have to say, I'm really in the midst of this pandemic that we're having. I do try and look for the highlight of the day and the good news, right? And that's all my head. And so, in looking for the good, I've really, really been impressed with like the teachers and not, I mean, first of all, shout out to all the first responders and the essential people still going to work every day. My husband goes to work every day. The doctors, the delivery guys, the mail guy, like all of those people go to work every day. And thank goodness, right? But I am super impressed with like the teachers and the innovation of places like all the gyms and people trying to stay connected and how they're doing that and some of the restaurants. And I think I shared in one of my last ones, I'm not too sure, but we're not close to my parents and I was worried about them and I wanted to like have dinner delivered and they were like, no, we're good. Like they have a place that they go and they've set up, you can buy dinner and, or lunch. They just do dinner and lunch at this place. And they can, and you can buy like a roll of toilet paper and just whatever. It's just so sweet. And so that's how that place is making money during this time is setting that up. And I just thought it was great. I know tonight we are picking up popcorn at our local movie theater, and you pay $25, and what you do is you get popcorn, a huge thing of popcorn to take home so you can watch whatever, and then a $25 gift certificate for later to use at the movie theater, which I think is a great idea. And I know buying gift certificates during this time to help support your local businesses that you're going to use later is really what's going to make a difference for some of them to make it through this financial time. So anyway, all of that was a side note of me writing, like my gym's doing live workouts and I thought it was kind of cool to join in. So I'm now writing on that list all the things I got done on Thursday, which was a busy day. And here's me trying to like pick up my desk going, oh, it's a mess. So I'm just trying to make the list of everything I wanted to get done on Thursday and figure out what other decorations I want to use. Again, I'm trying to use stuff that's already on my desk. And that's my arm. Oh, I know what happened. My video ended and I was trying to choose the next video, who to watch next. And so I'm trying to figure that out. So sorry. But again, this is just my time that I spend downstairs and I watch a bunch of things. I don't know. What do you guys watch while you're crafting? What I don't do, and I think I'm maybe going to try, although I love watching all of you, I don't just listen to music. And I know some of you just listen to music and like relaxing and whatever. And I think maybe I'll try that one time. I know some of the videos I turn on are just process videos, but like with music in the back, no voiceover. And I really enjoy that. So maybe I'll try one of those as well for you guys. I'm not too sure. Let me know what you think. Like, do you like kind of the talk throughs and whatnot? I'm not too sure. But back to what I normally watch. I normally watch the YouTube or sometimes Netflix if I have like a show I'm watching or whatnot. My son and I are actually watching the new Marvel Iron Fist right now, which is pretty good. I have a couple food things. I'm going to show you again okay, that's a Dollar Tree. No, like the dollar section at Target. I bought it a long time ago. And that's where I keep all those dollar stickers from like Michael's or whatever. And it was kind of like stuffed in the wrong pockets. It wasn't closing. And so I kind of reorganized it really quickly. Okay, so in this one, which I never use, it's Country Fair, but I know that it has this little thing of jam. And so I pulled it because my journaling up at the top, if you can see it up for the live workout, it says, I really enjoyed seeing my people, but this isn't my jam. And so I'm going to use the jar of jam there. That's the sticker book I was looking for. My my husband and daughter the night before. Oh no, on that night. So on Thursday, the day I'm working on, the night before I recorded, had brought home really good Chinese. We try to eat out like once a week right now. Isn't that funny? Before we were like, we can't eat out. Let's not eat out. Let's all cook at home. And now we're really consciously trying to eat out once a week and really support local businesses because they're really struggling. And so that's one of the ways we can help. And so we tried a new restaurant and it was really good. We were really surprised. I don't know why we haven't eaten there since we moved here. Our town's very small. And it was really good. Maybe because we're in quarantine and we haven't had food outside the house in a while, but it was really good. So I made a little note there that we had Chinese. So I'm back on my sticky note. I'm trying to like make a note there of like the space I need or whatnot, because I want to print out the picture of what I missed. And so I'm going to put a little note there that I can write on, obviously, and then a space for the picture, and then that picture that says, like, that sticker that says nope. I'm going to just note that it was canceled. I'm doing okay with this whole social isolation, stay at home order. In general, we've adjusted fairly well. It's when bigger things come up like that, like something I was really looking forward to that we already had kind of tickets for. And I know a lot of you are coming up on that. It's spring break for a lot of people, or what would have been spring break either this week that we're in or next week coming up. And a lot of people had big plans to travel. And so it's kind of hard. I'm just writing in there some journaling for the day behind that. So you can see under my thumb it says like the 30 Days of Wisdom. That was the page title of that Mantra Wellness Magazine kind of article, if you will, with all those little daily tabs. That's just the backside of it. So I'm doing some journaling in there. I'm trying very diligently to do more journaling to document like more specifics. And that means kind of just writing with a regular pen, if you will, to get like smaller writing instead of big markers. And so just kind of separating it with like marker colors or whatnot, and just writing like, so you can see the page before that. That's what the pages normally look like. They're just, and I'm just trying to figure out what day is what in terms of what happened. So 2 days ago, if you saw my post, my kiddo wiped out pretty bad on his skateboard, like pretty bad. And so, and he's fine, but he came home and thank goodness, right? I mean, he's a senior in high school and he's, very mature and whatnot, but he has like 3 first aid boxes in his car because of his sport and what he does for his job. And so they were able to bandage him up, but he literally came home and both arms were wrapped and bandaged, and his pants are ripped and his shirt's ripped, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so I'm just writing. I was trying to figure out what he did on this day because he's kind of healing, basically. It's kind of gross. So we are attending to his wounds, and he's outside like sunbathing and trying to get them healed. And gratefully, we're having some sunny days up here in the Pacific Northwest. I know not everyone's as lucky right now, but obviously when we lived in California, we prayed for that rain. So it's all how you view it, right? So I'm just kind of writing like a little note. I like to kind of note like who did what that day, if you will. So I just put like my husband was home for the day. He worked on some projects. My daughter babysat. And fortunately, she's able to do that. And it's, I think, a win-win. I know we're supposed to be social distancing and whatnot and staying at home, but, some of these parents have to work every day and there's no childcare for their children. And so she was asked if she could babysit, and it was, a day here and a day there, and with some other babysitters as well, trying to fill in. And then it was like 3 days a week. And now this last week, it was 5 days a week because, they need coverage. So I'm hoping that that's the right decision, obviously, too. let her do that. So, okay, that's where the video ends, you guys, and I need to end here. I'll see if I can post another picture of the finished pages. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care. Bye-bye.